Hello, welcome back. And we made it, guys. We went up 4,000 meters. Avia is on the top of Matterhorn. And because it was too cloudy from the bottom, there wasn't really good view. So we decided to get to the tip of the Matterhorn.
Top?
The top. The tip of the top. Hello. Anyone connected? Enjoy the spectacular view of Avia.
On the top of the world.
On the tip of the top. Dancing tip-tap. Come on, dance a bit of the tip-tap.
On the top.
On the top, on the tip of the top.
So a bit of the waiting. Actually, we need also to get a bit of the air into our lungs to talk, and then in a few minutes we will start to climb down from the Matterhorn.
Yes, we need to wait a bit because we needed to go through the glaciers, and that was very hard.
Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Welcome to the top of the world.
The tip of the top. Come on, that's the tip tap.
Yes, a few minutes and we will show exactly where we are. Just in case if you didn't believe that I am on top of the Matterhorn. Hello, Sarah. Hello, whoever is joining.
So take out your Toblerone chocolate and celebrate with us.
Hello.
Hello, Michelle. Greetings and thank you for joining. And you are lucky because finally it's out a bit because all day has been cloudy. That's the Matterhorn. You know, this very particular shape that is also advertising for a chocolate brand.
I am getting down.
Enjoy the spectacular view. We finally managed to park, take a little break, a slice of pizza, and go to the tourist office, try to find more info since it's our very first time that we are here. We always see these things like you from videos and postcards, but we never been here in person.
Okay, yes, I think today we are really very sweet and wow location. So today is August 6th, so hello whoever is joining us live. I remind that we will leave this stream later on, so just in case if you cannot join when we are live streaming, you can always watch our streams, our August streams later on. And we are still in the Val d'Aosta region, but we changed the valley. Again, we changed the valley, and this time we are almost next door to the Switzerland. So a few days ago we were almost next to the France, and now we are almost next to the Switzerland. And what you are seeing, so it's kind of, I think, a few more minutes and we'll be very blue spot. I think so, because there's kind of breaking into white clouds. So it's the Matterhorn, as majority of you might know this mountain. Although in Italy we have different name, Mount Cervino, and it's 4,400 and a bit meters high, so very high mountain. But probably most famous is because of the chocolate Toblerone, because the chocolate Toblerone, the shape of it has been inspired by Matterhorn. So this mountain, and now fingers crossed, because I hope this big whipping cream mountain is kind of going away, and we will have for short moment the perfect view of this very famous sweet mountain.
So there is, hello Adrian, notifying something, sorry I can't read, maybe...
No, wasn't notified about, nothing we can do. I don't know how exactly the YouTube is kind of deciding when to notify and how to notify. I mean, that's how it is, maximum we can do. So anyway, our first stream was the road trip. We were driving to this place, so it took us 1 hour 10-15 minutes from the place where we are based, so camping next to the Champoluc, come to the Cervinia, the place we are right now. So it was the road trip, and was also a bit of the problem of the internet, because again we were driving. Let's say the main stream of the day probably is right now, because we are in awesome location. I mean, really, this location is wow. It's just wow. All the mountains surrounded. Then these probably it's a bit hard to notice, but all these mountains, they are literally crossed with the veins of the torrents and waterfalls. And then the higher part, so it's ice. I mean, it looks like you can almost touch it, although it, of course, is pretty far. Me and Andrea, we are sitting now in the t-shirts, and let's say it's very pleasant where we are. And we are 2050, 60, something like this, so slightly up to the 2000 meters high. And the temperature, I think, is around 20 degrees, so perfect. It couldn't be more perfect right now. Hello Sam again, hello whoever is joining. Because we slightly climbed to this spot, so we will sit here a bit, and we will wait that the Matterhorn shows the face, or the horn, how do you say? Show the face or show the horn? And then we will walk down to the city, so let's say the point where all the people either staying or starting to take the hikes.
So we can't wait that these clouds are getting away from the mountain, so we are now moving, since we see a bit of the peak that showing, you know, the horn of the Matterhorn. So for whoever believed that Matterhorn it's in Switzerland, it's true. It's in Switzerland, one side, but also another side. Luckily for the Italians, it's here. And according to some searches, it seems that the exact peak, the very top of the mountain, that is still hidden by the cloud. So we are just pointing and leaving the camera there, because we can't wait that these clouds are getting off.
And I see already the next one is coming, so I really hope that we have this little moment. Although because we already are here few hours, some hour ago we arrived, we managed to get one picture of the peak, and I posted it in the Facebook. So just in case, if the cloud stays there, on our Facebook there is a picture with the peak. And I think we are almost there. So get ready, who is taking the postcards.
Hello to Ronnie Lynn, Sarah, Sam, Michelle, Adrian. So thank you for joining. So I was saying that the exact peak is also the halfway, the border in between Italy and Switzerland. And so when we arrive, for whoever managed to see our last two streams, we were a bit lost, because we explain why. We set everything on the navigator, and we set as a final destination Cervinia. So Cervinia, it's the name in Italian of the town where we ended up and where we are now. But for some reason the navigator indicated the town before, that is Val Tournanche. So we don't know the reason. We will investigate later on. We didn't have time to check why there was this mistake by the navigator. But anyway, the final destination that we got when we were driving with the last stream, it was actually Cervinia. That has two names, and let's say that now is not any longer called Cervinia. It's called again with the original name that comes from the original language from the area, and it's Breuil. So that's the name that sounds a bit with the French, Swiss. So consider this area as a bit mixed with the language. And there is never really the point here, the peak of the mountain completely free from the clouds. We keep leaving the camera there with the hope to show it to you, but it's not popping out. Okay, we need to keep waiting. In the meanwhile, we show, you see that there are some, yesterday there was someone asking what are the glaciers. So you see these are kind of maybe little glaciers, because the bigger ones are more above. And there is actually a very big one that is called Plateau Rosa, that is on the right, that we cannot see from here, but it's reachable by cable cars. So from here it's possible to go to the Plateau Rosa, which is a huge glacier.
Yes, meanwhile, hello once more, whoever is joining. Just in case, if we are not managing to catch the very peak without the clouds, just go to our Facebook. The last picture I posted it, that we took 1 hour ago. We managed to catch 1 second, kind of slightly clean. So soon we will start to walk, and we will see also the town. And the curious thing, this original name Breuil, or how we say Breuil?
Breuil.
That was originally for this area, and that has been last year given back. So the original name actually means the meadows with these waterfalls. So in fact that's what you are seeing all around here. And there are also some farms with the cows, so it's very nice views. And I see also there are lots and lots of people that are actually starting to come back from the hikes, because right now here in Italy it's 5 p.m. and the people are getting back for the dinner time.
So you see the waterfalls there. Then there is one more there.
Becoming more and more clouds.
Very hard to spot a moment. So when you see these beautiful postcards of these mountains, probably the people are living here, and they can't wait for that moment that they can take the photo. Otherwise, I mean, you come, you visit, you stay here 1-2 hours, and
you might be lucky.
Might be lucky.
In your 1-2 hours.
Very lucky.
Yes, but you know. Okay, let's say the Toblerone chocolate with the whipping cream on top is also not bad.
Yes, and so we've been here for longer than 1 hour. We kept watching the mountain. If there was, you know, one moment totally clean from the clouds, and never happened. So thank you so much, Michelle, again, for your kind support, and also to Sam that is constantly supporting us with subscription to our Buy Me Coffee. Thanks anyway to whoever keeps supporting us also after the streams. As promised, we will leave the streams online, so you can rewatch at any time later on, especially for all the friends from Canada and the States that usually are connecting later on around 9 p.m. But at 9 p.m. it's already pitch black almost here, and it's not possible to live stream at that time. So that is why we decided to keep the camera on during the day and show you a bit of the places. The earlier streams today, they were about driving. So consider the driving here could be very pixelated, a lot of curves, so we know that it could be annoying, but you can see amazing panoramas all the time, so we can't avoid to leave the camera on. So Evia's saying that there are some ants here. So we keep walking. Thank you, Sam. We know that sometimes a hard decision if we want to leave the camera on or not, because of course we want the stream to be every time good quality. But again, it's not possible otherwise. We are just driving. You see that in general there are all these curves. You know, a lot of time also to go from one place to the other, and it's a bit of a pity not to show it. So we leave the camera on also when we are driving. Then as soon as we get to some place, we also give you the idea how to get to here, and also what you can admire once you arrive to the place. So you see there are water courses everywhere.
Hello Cheryl, hello whoever is joining, and the Matterhorn
today is clouds.
I want to show the face.
Yeah.
But we will walk around, maybe one moment we will catch it.
Yes. Anyway, it's there. That's the Matterhorn, the typical mountain that you see also advertised on this chocolate brand, and maybe also on other chocolate brands, since it's a mountain, or maybe cookies. We don't know.
Okay, but the most famous
Toblerone.
is Toblerone.
Toblerone. So maybe we start walking down towards the town of Cervinia. That's how the Italians know this name. Although, as Evia said, in 2023, the local council voted, I mean, I don't know even if the local people, anyway, whoever could vote again for the original name, that is Breuil, and this Breuil comes from the local language. And here, I don't know if you can see, is full of the ski trails that, of course, now there is no snow because we are in the summer, but here, these are the slopes. Here it's a slope for sure used during the winter. Also here for sure they're passing by with the skis, and then there are several other passages. Now there are cows eating the grass.
And earlier on, when we came here, we spotted also the very popular small animal that lives all around the Alps, which is called, I think, marmot.
Marmotte, that's
marmotte. And right now I don't see it anymore. So
marmotte.
It was there on the rocks.
We need to check in internet marmotte in English, because I don't know. It's typical animal from here. It's like not a rat. Okay, a rat is a bad word. Not even a beaver. It's a smaller one. You know, these typical mountains. Okay, now you can see the peak. But you see the peak there, but of course it's partially covered by the clouds, but that's the peak. It's very pointy shape, very recognizable marmot. Ah, okay.
It's a rodent, yes.
Rodent, yeah, thank you, Sam. Yes, exact that one, marmot. We say marmotta, so it's a very similar name also in English. So time to time it shows a bit this mountain, but most of the time it's hidden. Before they were there, this marmotte. Now
I don't see now with my eye.
we maybe
So they are color with the rock, very hard to spot because they're wild animals anyway. So
anyway, now here we are 2000 meter.
no, 2050.
To 2050 getting to 2100, because that village that you see there is declared as 2100, so we are halfway. Probably we are to 270.
Large ground squirrel, yes, could be. So they are, let's say, definitely bigger than the squirrels. And before we noticed two of them, but once more, surely they don't like the presence of the people so close. So. Groundhog could be that, yes, in America there could be groundhogs because they, as the aspect, they look very, very similar.
So here there is a hotel with restaurant with a beautiful terrace. And
dinner time from 7 to 8, not even 9, from 7 to 8.
Yes, be punctual in Italy.
Very punctual.
Then when you arrive, they tell you, have you booked? That's the first question they ask you in Italian. Avete prenotato? Prenotato is booked. So you have 1 hour. If you haven't booked, and if you say, sorry, I'm not even from here, just arrived to the town, I didn't even know your restaurant. But the first thing they ask you in Italy, have you booked?
So what you are seeing in front is the Cervinia-Breuil or Cervinia-Breuil, so these two names. That is the town that actually is pretty new for Italy. So because it started to build, like you are seeing right now, in 1900s, when in this area becomes super popular the mountain climbing. Although here already in the past, we are talking even the Middle Ages and even going back to the Roman times, there was the passage, let's say, with the shepherds. So there were some homes related to, let's say, the travelers and the shepherds with the animals.
Time to time I turn the camera with the hope to see pieces of this mountain. So you see sometimes it shows the peak.
Toblerone.
The Toblerone. And it's mostly, again, hidden, but at least time to time you see some part of the peak coming out. Okay.
And talking about this 1 hour indicated the dinner time from the 7 to 8. From the 7 to 8 you can request the dinner, then of course you can stay longer to eat. But I mean, they will serve you from 7 to 8.
Yeah, then the kitchen closes and sorry, there is no more food. That's it. Okay, luckily it's not everywhere because they're not so strict. Maybe here by the mountains. They also maybe don't buy. Plus, you know that here in Italy they really like to cook fresh things, so they don't buy a lot. They don't want to have food waste, and they don't want to reheat the stuff, so they buy the minimum.
No, in fact, that's why they like that you book ahead. So with the booking ahead, they know exactly how many people are coming, and they're cooking for that amount. So. Anyway, I hope, guys, you're enjoying what we are showing. I need to say that...
It's out.
Wow.
Out. Take a picture.
Matterhorn is out. Maybe today, maybe we will be lucky to see really with the blue sky, because there is kind of also moments without the clouds, so maybe.
So we keep an eye on the mountain while we are going down, because if there is this particular moments that is showing a bit rare occasion for us, for sure. We are not coming here every day, so actually very first time, even in my life, that I'm here.
Out of curiosity, anyone had in fridge some Toblerone?
If you have Toblerone at home, that's the best moment to celebrate.
It's like a bingo moment.
Or piece of chocolate.
No, this time we really need.
No, I know, Toblerone, Toblerone. Look. So sorry if I keep the camera there, but again, a rare occasion to spot this mountain. At least for us.
It really has this triangular shape, looks almost like the pyramid, and it's also very popular for these, let's say, pro climbers to climbing up really with all the equipment up.
So Sarah doesn't like Toblerone, no.
I hope at least you like the Matterhorn.
Also Evia doesn't like chocolate, so two of you at the moment not liking Toblerone, but...
Well, I have nothing against the Toblerone, I just don't like the chocolate. So you see there are also the cows.
Maybe we go closer to the cows.
And then you will run away from them.
No, just here. I don't like bothering the animals. Yeah.
So all the animals, I'm talking about the sheep, cows, the horses, donkeys, the goats, mainly they are kept like this outside, not inside, so I'm talking about the summertime. And here and there you can also encounter the farms, so the local farms that they sell straight away directly from the producer, either the cheeses, the milk, the dairy products, or the meat, and everything is so fresh. I mean, the taste you cannot compare to nothing else. What a nice team we have. So we are sharing everything. So I can give also my Toblerone to Andrea.
Yeah, they all have the cowbells.
All the animals here that they are kind of like let's say owned, the cows, the horses, the sheep, the goats, they all have the bells, so that they can be heard where they are. It's a beautiful view. Although I need to say that unfortunately exactly 1 month ago this place, so the Cervinia-Breuil, unfortunately encountered one of the floodings. So there is one of the torrents that is called Marmore, and unfortunately it in the July 2 it flooded, and it,
4, yeah.
2, yes,
okay.
At the beginning of the July.
Oh, okay.
So and it flooded exactly, went down to the main road of the Cervinia, and so later we will pass by. You can see that here and there they are still repairing and let's say cleaning the aftermath. So being in the mountains, it's also like this. Sometimes things happen, either the landslides or the floodings. So.
Yes, in fact, when we arrived, we have seen many works, fixing, and workers cleaning. We couldn't understand. Plus, the city looked a bit city. I mean, it's a big village, let's say. Look a bit, let's say, scruffy, the main course, and we couldn't understand why, because actually Cervinia is considered in Italy one of the top places for mountain holidays, and unfortunately, like it just happened also in Cogne, the other side of Val d'Aosta. Also here they had a big flooding, and I managed to talk briefly with one woman in a shop, and she said that now you almost see nothing because they totally cleaned, and very, very fast, since otherwise the season was ruined, and for all the business activities and so on. So they needed to immediately re-clean and everything, and it happened only a month ago, and they did a great job. And she said that it was really big, the flooding, I mean, pretty impressive, scary. So now when we pass, everything looks almost like normal. We just noticed that there were some works here and there, and maybe this how do you say, leftover of the mud here and there. So that's why we felt like why the city is, maybe I didn't remember. I mean, I remember the Cogne,
but this, by the way, still closed now.
Yes. And here in Italy it's pretty, I'm not saying normal, but you can imagine with all these mountains that we have, and then towns here and there, it might happen.
Today is the perfect day of the photo walk. So for those of you who are using our legs and eyes, I'm so happy that we could take you also here.
So you see that all these ski lifts, then cable cars, that now at the moment are not working, but when we arrived, we went to the tourist office and we got informed that from here is also possible to go to Switzerland from another side, and you go to this Plateau Rosat. So Plateau Rosat, it's also visible from Champoluc, where we are more or less based, and we did also some live streams these days.
So meanwhile we are going down to the city, although the city once more is 2050 meters in the altitude, so it's not so down even. And all the buildings that you are seeing, they are relatively new for the age of Italian villages. So once more they have been started to build in beginning of 1900s, and mainly they all are either hotels or bed and breakfasts. So it's really born, as we are seeing right now, as the destination for the mountain tourism, especially the mountain climbing. Say more summer period, and skiing winter period.
Then there is this tunnel probably for the skiing. I don't know.
Since we are not, let's say, the winter sport experts,
it's like this big long tunnel.
So we are going slowly down, because it's kind of this bit rocky road.
Yeah, it really seems that this town is born out of the ski resort, or anyway at the beginning maybe for the more pro skiers, because you can imagine in the 30s maybe more pioneeristic and explorers or more adventure people, they were coming here at the very beginning, and then with the time has been transformed into what you see nowadays, a very touristic place with this also condominium and full of hotels, restaurants. We also been informed that there are lakes around, waterfalls to go. So there are several activities that you can do even without taking the cable cars.
Me and Andrea, we did exactly 10-minute walk up to the closer to the view of the Matterhorn. Well, it's getting kind of cloudier. I don't know, there is some darker cloud that get trapped on the opposite side of Matterhorn. I hope it's not coming down some mini storm exactly while we are here. I mean, when we arrived, it was pretty blue sky. Imagine it for the skis to take up or down.
I think yes, that you go with the ski there, and it's like a sort of a ski lift, like a tapis roulant, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we can go that way. Also the water here is not so blue like it was in Champoluc, so probably there is still some leftover of the mud.
You see that everything was coming down and all destroyed, all the side, you see, is all destroyed.
Yes.
See? It was coming here down.
Yeah, you can tell that something happened here, because there is a mix of debris and broken parts, like here.
I mean, on opposite side is even missing all the bars.
Yeah, all the bars, exactly. Yes, Evia was making me notice that all the bars on the other side, you see, all missing, all damaged, all broken.
The force that came down, because this is metal. This is all metal, and look at the force, all there is down.
You see that here, broken pieces and damage. Look, so probably some stone or wooden trunks hit everything here. Look at here. Probably here found a way, the water to go down.
Buonasera Ashrid, welcome to Valdosta region and the Cervinia-Breuil. So we are, by the way, live.
Hello, Ashrid. Pretty scary, because when you live by, next to the seaside mountains, and there are these extreme happenings here, all destroyed.
I mean, when you walk in the kind of sunny day and you see it, it's just scary. But can you imagine when all the mountain comes down with that force?
Look at the metal there, how it's been bent. Look. You see it? These poles, the one that they were holding the metal bars, they are totally turned and bent. Look at that one. Made a disaster here. We will check later on tonight some video. Look at here. Look at the strength.
Good morning, Canada. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Italy.
Hello,
Grace.
Canada. Grace, happy to see you. Because we know that we are streaming very early these days because we need to profit of the daylight and it's not possible to do later on in the evening. But we hope you noticed that you found everything online. What we didn't cancel, delete anything, so you can still find it for rewatching. Again, if you see any streams with a pixelation, mainly is during our driving, because of course we want to leave the camera on and we cannot keep switching off and on, so we just leave it and we do some like comment while we are driving and stay in good company usually. So here, yes, it made a disaster, and that was the perception when we arrived, that there was something a bit weird. Here for sure there was all the flooding.
Yeah, they went already with the caterpillars here and
yes,
cleaning and redoing somehow the slopes. Anyway, whoever is joining right now, we are leaving this stream, so you can rewatch the very beginning. Very beginning we was right under the mountain Matterhorn, so the famous mountain that inspired the shape of the Toblerone chocolate, and we almost catched it without the clouds, so you can later watch back. And now we came down to the town Cervinia, that since last year has kind of this double name, Breuil Cervinia, because the Breuil was the original name of this place, and now they have Breuil Cervinia. So Cervinia, by the way, was changed later from the fascist government of Italy because they wanted to make it more Italian. So and because in Italy the Matterhorn is called Mount Cervino. So they gave the name of this town, changed from the Breuil to Cervinia. But last year, the Valdosta region decided to give back this town, let's say the original name, the Breuil.
So how long it takes to repair? And consider that everything happened at the beginning of July. Can you see the force? So whatever we are now showing to you is made out of metal. So all these concrete blocks, they've been put out of safety now. Okay, so they look very recent, that they've been just placed in order to protect the people with the walks, with the car and so on. Also because you see that all this part, they look very damaged and also a bit falling apart. But look at the metal, how was torn around, how do you say, like paper. Look. So how long it takes to fix everything? It might take months here in Italy, or even years.
But then depends once more, because it happened in the very beginning of the July, and the July-August of course is the peak summer season, so you don't want, or you need to be quick to repair in order to save let's say the season, summer season. And in fact we will walk through the main road, and you will see how fast they are actually of repairing, because I mean it's already damaging to lose, let's say, all these damages, the costs, and then losing also the season. It's an, another hit.
Yes, so for now they just open the season. For sure, there you see the gray in the middle. For sure, there was before a lamppost there that now doesn't exist anymore. That's just the base.
Yes, Sam also is confirming that the Zermatt, so the other side of the Matterhorn, in the June has had the landslides. And unfortunately, in the mountains, it is like this, and you never know exactly when and where it will happen.
And here they put some alarm for alert here. It looks like the alert thing in case something happens.
So it's not finished. Might be something else.
Let's hope not.
And in fact, I read it also that a lot of businesses they have been also, let's say, damaged because of the flooding. And here I see there is the rental of the ski equipment, and it's all wet. They are now trying to dry it.
Yes, like here, you see all these booths, probably they've been put out to dry.
Save whatever is possible to save. I see there are the papers, the documents, the office things. They are all put it out to dry whatever is possible to dry.
And we started asking ourselves that here something happened, and when we noticed. Of course, here when we arrived, we noticed, you see, that there were some showers that here, yes, this one here. So we couldn't understand exactly what was going on. You see, this is damage. We couldn't understand what was going on because sometimes, in Italy, the towns, they could be not kept, some of them, but, Cervinia, very famous in Italy for being one of the top resorts for skiing and summer. And another thing we noticed, there was a shop selling toys, flooded toys.
And Andrea couldn't understand what's the meaning of flooded toys.
And I said, what is the flooded toys? And then we started understanding more and more. So you see here also the bridge, because when you arrive to a place, you're just new, you're fresh. You started also trying to understand where you are, and but then there were too many weird things around me, and I couldn't understand why we ended up in a place that was so damaged.
Yes, it's sad to see, but once more, unfortunately, these things happen. And luckily, they are quick on, let's say, to come back. Unfortunately, there is another valley that, unfortunately, is even worse affected. It's Cogne, that it happened 2 weeks ago, the big landslide and flooding, and that valley is still closed. So, to some points, you cannot arrive. There was also the local farmers. They made the charity event to supply the animals, the farms that have been affected with the hay and the food.
And also the water, we started noticing when we arrived. So can you imagine, do you see these bars here? These are exactly the ones that we have seen before. The one before, they were totally how do you say, bent, folded and destroyed, and here are the normal ones. Okay, here is how it should be. And when we arrived, me and Devia, I started noticing here giochi alluvionati. So alluvione is the flooding. So you see that from €5 you can see all these toys that they are sold for cheaper amount because there might be some mud. so they are trying to sell them anyway, because of course for them it's also a big damage. And so there are some goods that is displayed out also in other shops with discounts, because of course for them you know, it's a big economical damage. Still they might sell it because it's new and just need to be maybe a bit washed, also to recuperate a bit of the money with their business.
But apart, of course, of this sad thing that happened, I hope you see how nice the Cervinia-Breuil is. And so let's walk now the main street, the main street of this village. That once more, it's all about the tourism here. So the majority of the people that you are seeing, they are here for the hikes, for enjoying the mountains, and of course this area. So the main businesses here, they are the shops that they sell the equipment for the hiking, and the bars and the restaurants. So two main businesses here.
Plus in Italy we noticed so many times that it's really the local people that they start getting back to work and start doing everything. They're pretty active, and there's not flooding that is stopping them. They have so much energy towards their life, their business. They know that they want to just go back to normal. And even if they don't get so much of the help from the government, okay, maybe they send some rescuing, like caterpillars and things like that, but still, you know, it's the people that just need to start cleaning, washing, doing, and try to get back as soon as possible to their activities.
And then the signs of the buildings, falling snow and ice. That's of course for the next season, warning. So during the summer, the floodings and slides, and during the winter ice.
Yeah, probably all the toys that were trapped in the shop with the mud. I remember that when I went to Cinque Terre some years ago, we noticed that there were so many shops that they were cleaning out the mud from the shop, and then whatever is found, because anyway, when they see this water coming down, they start locking all the possible doors and windows and so on. But then the mud, the stones, they enter.
Yes, Grace, that's our decision definitely for the month of the August, because we are not programming ahead, so we are doing all our streams on the last moment, and we know that not everybody can join just like this from the notification, so we are leaving all our streams to rewatch later on. Then if you can join us live, of course it's slightly different, because you can participate in the chat, you can ask us the questions, but then again, it's everything on our YouTube, so you can rewatch later on. The only thing, when we start live stream, it's kind of without the headline, so we cannot put where we are and what we will do. Later on, when I'm coming back to the camping, I'm trying to change the headlines and the descriptions, so it's easier to understand which stream is when it have been and what it's about. I see more people right now. Everybody is really coming down from the mountains, because soon it will be also dark. And as we know, you need to be on time also for the dinner, because if you are too late, the next time
only 1 hour.
Then there is the breakfast. So let's say it's not a super big village like majority of the villages in the Val d'Aosta region. They are pretty a lot here and there, and they have this similar characteristics. This chalet view homes. Although once more here is mainly hotels, bed and breakfasts.
So we are walking around the Matterhorn. In the meanwhile, it's totally covered by the clouds, so good that we could spot earlier a bit, and we really suggest for whoever connected later on to rewind and go back later to see the Matterhorn from our stream.
Or go to our Facebook, and I managed to catch one picture before we started the live stream, so it's kind of almost opened, so the picture in our Facebook, the last one.
So in Italian, Cervino mountain, and once more we remind half of the Cervino is exactly in Italy, so we keep calling Matterhorn because that's how it's famous abroad, but it's Cervino in Italian.
Confusing with all of these names, and even the name of this town is a bit confusing exactly right now because it has recently changed the official name, and so it need to get used to the new name also.
So why these names are different? Because of the countries here in Europe. We all have different languages, and it's a big, huge barrier. Although different cultures, different habits, different lifestyle, and so on, different nations, and the mountains, especially the Alpine chain, is bordering with different countries, and in some languages it's easier or is more, let's say, maybe find more information. In other languages, more advertised, more promoted. Also, it depends of the maps that you have in your language and the maps we have in our language. So the main reason is because they are dividing countries, the Alps: France, Italy, Austria, Switzerland, Slovenia, and on their side the countries are calling with their local language. So Matterhorn is the name in German, Swiss.
And I think it's also renowned more abroad.
Abroad, yes.
Matterhorn.
In fact, I remember the first time they were asking, but the motor, I don't know, someone was asking about the Matterhorn, and I was confusing it with the Matterhorn. That is another mountain that we have in Italy with the name Matterhorn, and
Milan, by the way.
not far from Milan, and it's in between Lake Maggiore and Orta, I think, Orta Lake. Anyways, on Lake Maggiore from
The beautiful view, by the way, on the lakes.
From Stresa, Lake Maggiore, there is Matterhorn, and a very, very similar name. And I would say Matterhorn, the one next to Stresa. No, Matterhorn in Switzerland. Yeah, okay, so there are many mountains in Switzerland. I don't know them all. And then it's Cervino. Cervino in Italian everyone knows as Cervino. Cervino is the exact same mountain on the Italian side.
Hello Natalie, welcome to our live stream. So nice to see your names popping out, that you are managing to catch us also when we are live.
So everyone is watching the Matterhorn, but again, totally covered by the clouds. Is there. Where you see all these clouds is the mountain. And so rewind after the...
No, that's the shape.
Yes, the shape, yes. Hello, Natalie. Happy to see you.
Anyway, once more, whoever is joining right now, don't worry, we will leave this stream on, so when we will finish you can rewind back. And the very first, I think 15-20 minutes, we were standing in front of the Matterhorn mountain, and at some points it was kind of slightly revealing the peak. So I remind that the Matterhorn, for those who joined, is the mountain that inspired the shape of the famous Toblerone chocolate. And the peak, the highest peak is 4,400 and a bit. So more than 4,400 meters altitude. So pretty high mountains, highest peaks of the Europe. But of course the highest one is the Mont Blanc or Monte Bianco, like we are saying here in Italy. Actually, during the month of August, we are showing you the highest peaks. So Mont Blanc, Monte Rosa, now the Matterhorn. No, today the Matterhorn is not in the mood.
No, Matterhorn, but also the other day the Plateau Rosa. So you see, again, we wanted to show you the metal bars that are here, how damaged.
The force of nature. And I remind that those of you who are watching us live now, August 6th, you have this opportunity to participate in the stream by asking us the questions or commenting.
It's for free. Okay, now we keep walking, go to the other side of the town. So we have shown today different place as promised. So as soon as we switch on the camera in Val d'Aosta, also for the future streams, we will try every time to show you something different. So we did in the previous day Champoluc, we did Gressoney, we did some walks, waterfalls, then La Tuile, today Cervinia or Breuil, how is known probably abroad. And then we have some intention to visit some castles and also some other valleys. And then one day we will also take the cable cars. So far we didn't feel to take cable cars because cable cars, they're just taking you up somewhere, pretty costly anyway, and then once you are up you need to start the walk. So somehow we noticed that all these cable cars, they're going nowhere. Nowhere that you can see anything in particular. It's just a higher point where you need to start your walks.
And they are still getting ready,
yeah. And me and Davia, we are finding difficulties already walking in the camping. So from the bar to where we have our van parked and our gazebo, when we climb up, we are already with short breath.
We are getting there. We are, as I said, step by step. Ronnie Lynn, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Ronnie Lynn. Thank you. Again, for whoever just connected, rewind to see the Matterhorn, because again, it's totally covered by clouds at the moment, and we cannot show it to you. Although we keep, watching it, and so you see that I was saying before that here there were lampposts. And now look, the mess, totally destroyed. So it's there, the mountain is there, totally covered now by the clouds, but we keep an eye as soon as we will see clean. So look at here, look at the disaster here everywhere.
This is already almost nothing, but yes.
Yes, all damage.
All the ground floor of this hotel swept away.
Okay, let's go to the other side of the town, the main entrance. Then we take our car, we will start driving down, because there is a second town called Valtournanche. We can maybe have a short walk there, no?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. So yes, there is 10 minutes, more or less 10 minutes drive from here, another town that initially we thought it was Cervinia, but no, we needed to dive a bit more. Also, it wasn't big, but seemed nice, charming. Yes, and thanks for also saying that if you rewind back at some points, really you can catch the Matterhorn peak. So wasn't as friendly as you know, but at some moment, sure.
You see, all here has been covered, repaired, I don't know. We noticed when we entered that there was something weird, you know, these metal things. I mean, I couldn't understand where I ended up, if it was the main town. Also because we were confused by the navigator that was indicating the previous destination as the main town.
Yes, no worries. I'm just saying, whenever we will finish the stream, then rewind back for the mountain itself.
We are not deleting it, so you can watch it at any time later.
Have you picked already your hotel where you would like to stay? This one is the most colorful one. All the people coming back from the hikes. Dinner time is calling. Pity we don't have Mike today with us. Mike, buongiorno.
Mike, buongiorno. So it was an Italian TV presenter that was a regular guest of the town. In fact, all the towns here in Val d'Aosta at the moment, they're all green with the flowers, and when we enter here, Cervinia was all like a road work, and I mean, a bit muddy, and we couldn't understand where we ended up.
It is beautiful, and although it's a bit cloudy today, you still feel the vibe of these places.
So a bit of the now little driving. We are going to the next town, or we do a later second stream maybe.
Let's switch off, because then it easier will be to save the town by town. So in some 15-20 minutes, I think we will switch on the camera from the next town. So we will switch off now the camera, because there is also a bit of the loss of the internet. So at least these streams will stay clean town per town.
Yes, so we are switching off now, but we are driving down to the next town. If you want to see the driving, or anyway the Matterhorn, so the Matterhorn is inside this streaming that we just did, and just rewind a bit back and you will see hopefully a bit of the Matterhorn. And then if you want to see a bit of the driving, check the previous streams. Now, also because they are a bit pixelated, there are also curves here and there. They're not incredible streams. We just left the camera on.
Jean-Marc, you're also there.
Jean-Marc.
Yes, so let's say 15, maximum 20 minutes, I think, and we will be back with the next nearby town. So while we are driving, you can rewind and see the very beginning of this stream, where was the Matterhorn mountain. Now it's kind of like the peak in the mountain.
Ah, yes. There is the peak now showing. 1 second. It's exactly in the middle there. So you don't see the mountain because it's covered by the clouds, but you see now the peak out. So very welcome, Michelle. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Jean-Marc, Sam, and whoever was connected with us today. Ronnie Lynn, Grace, Sarah. So thank you so much. And Ashrid, we are coming back in a little while, okay? Maybe 15 minutes,
yes,
20
I think
minutes.
The drive was around 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes approximately. We are coming back, okay?
Yes, we just need to drive, find the parking and switch on the camera. So.
Okay, so see you soon. Take care. Ci vediamo. Ciao. Ciao. So we managed to drive and park and then we connect again. Take care. Ciao. See you very soon. Ciao. Take a break yourself or watch, rewind. So exactly 6 or 7. 6. 6. Wow, what a timing. Okay, ciao.